Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises and double honors due to Yahweh, Bahashem Hamashiach, wa Malak Yahushai. Secondly, this brother Yardan, W5 Detroit, coming back at you with yet another cold cut. Today in this cold cut, it's more so a reflection. I want Israel, the viewer, you watching this at home or wherever you may be, I want you to ask yourself, and this is specifically to those that may find themselves in a camp and or in a body. Ask yourself, how serious have you been taking the Lord lately? Ask yourself if you've been praying the way that you need to. Ask yourself, have you been coming to camp the way that you should? Now in this world, we have expectations of us. Seeing that everyone has to go to work in this society, you have quotas to fulfill, assignments to complete. You have things to do. You have to move to and fro throughout this world, and you also have to use subtlety in moving throughout this world. You may have a schedule set up for yourself, a morning routine, an evening routine, or perhaps even a nightly routine. And now typically, your goal is to mark off and to complete your routines because you feel some type of satisfaction. You feel as though you completed something and you're being productive with your life. Now that's on the physical, carnal aspect of being in this world. Now, when it comes to loving the Lord, you have to ask yourself, am I bringing that same energy, as they say, that same energy to the Lord? Am I praying the way I need to? Am I fasting the way I need to? Am I reading the way I need to? Am I coming to camp the way I need to? Or am I always coming up with excuses? Is my routine for the Lord always slack and wanting? Am I never making enough time for the Lord to where I can go out and do what I have to do? Ask yourself these things. Now the Lord, he called you. He's not mortal man where he'll call you late or call you too early. Hey, he's going to call you right on time, and he did. That's why you watching this video, and that's why you're in this truth. Because he called you right on time. Bring out this precept in the book of Ephesians. Chapter 4, verse 1. I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you, that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called, with all lovingness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love. Are those the type of attributes that you apply to yourself as you move throughout this world? Do you remember and recall the time when you came into this truth and the zeal that you've had for the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? Or do you not think of those things anymore? Do they just cross your mind like a shadow in the wind? Ask yourself, how serious are you for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? Think about the moments in the days where you used to read all night, you used to study, you used to get excited, happy, joyful when you picked up that Bible after a long day. When you was the first one at camp all the time. And there was not one excuse or reason why you may be late or why it may be this or that. Ask yourself these things. Now remember, the Lord called you. He's not going to call you for no reason. The Lord isn't prank dialing you. The Lord, I mean, he's not moving funny. He's not going to give you the run around. He's not going to play around with you. And he's serious. And he expects you to be serious. Now this is the book of John. Salakia. Let's bring this back out. I'll use my Bible instead. It's John 10 and 27. He answered them, I have told you already. Salakia. John 10 and 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Are you following the Lord lately? And when you follow the Lord, you're following after his word. You're moving after the manner of your forefathers, your righteous ones. Yes, although we may have wicked forefathers, and yes, they transgress greatly, we acknowledge that they are forefathers, but they were off. A lot of them was wicked. So ask yourself, are you following more so after the manner of your righteous forefathers or the wicked? Rehoboam, right? Jeroboam. They did things that were not comely before the eyes of God and men. And so their name is etched in history throughout time to be not blasphemous, but just off and naughty, if you will. And you got to ask yourself, well, maybe I'm being like David. Yes, David went off here and there, but overall, we know that David has a mighty name and that he's going to be in the kingdom. The same goes for Abraham. The same goes for the other mighty prophets. You have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing for the Lord? This video isn't intended to be 3 hours long, but chiefly about less than 5 minutes. So Lord willing, Israel, you actually pay attention and realize how much the Lord has done for you, and that you don't put off the Lord day by day. Because if you put him off, I mean, he's going to put you off day by day. But with that, I'm a bid Azor Shalom.